Many people use financial advisors to manage their retirement funds, and that's great. There are many advantages to that. But if you do want to manage your own finances in retirement, you might want to make it as simple as possible. When you retire, you want to enjoy your life. If you want to manage your own retirement, you probably don't want to think about finances and check the stock market every day. You don't want to constantly worry about when to sell investments, how much to withdraw, or whether you're spending too much. It's nice to have a retirement plan that mostly runs itself. Many retirement strategies look great on paper, but in real life, they can become a part-time job. You're constantly asking, is the market too high? Should I sell now? Should I wait? Is this a good time for Roth conversions? Should I move to cash? What if there's a recession next year? Retirement can start feeling like work and can become all-consuming. The goal isn't to spend your whole retirement managing your money. The goal is to spend your retirement enjoying your life. But if you do want to DIY your retirement, you can't ignore your finances completely. You still need to review things periodically. You still need to make adjustments when life changes. But the day-to-day operation can happen automatically. How you think about your money in retirement is different than when you were working. During your working years, you're in accumulation mode. Money goes in, investments grow, and you don't touch it. When retirement contributions are pulled right out of your paycheck, you almost don't even think about it. You're too busy working, at least that's how it was for me. But in retirement, you switch to spending mode. I'm not gonna lie, it's a hard switch. You've been saving for so long, and now you have to spend. It's uncomfortable and it's easy to worry. So now you need your money to do two things. You need it to fund your life and keep growing enough to last the rest of your life. You've got to outpace inflation. You want some money that's safe and accessible for near-term spending. That's your cash buffer or low-risk investments, and the rest of your money needs to grow for the long term. So bucket number one, or your cash buffer, could be CDs, a high-yield savings account, money market funds, treasury bills, or something similar. This is your safety net, but it can also fund your lifestyle for a couple years. That money isn't there to make huge growth. It's there to be protected and to be spent. Having this money in cash means you're never forced to sell investments at the wrong time. You also have your long-term growth bucket. This is where your investments are, and there is risk here. We need some risk to outpace inflation. One approach is to keep your investments simple. You don't need 27 different mutual funds. You don't need to own every asset class ever invented. You don't need to watch financial videos all day long every day. Many successful retirees build their portfolios around just a few broadly diversified index funds. You've probably heard of a 3-fund portfolio. Here's an example. This is a Boglehead strategy, which apparently I've been mispronouncing for years. I always thought it was pronounced Bogglehead. Anyway, the simpler your portfolio becomes, the easier it is to manage. When I first retired, my investments were all over the place. I had my money at 9 different financial institutions. While that was diversified, it was also more complicated to keep track of. In an effort to simplify things, I went from 3 buckets to 2 and rolled all of my work accounts over to an IRA. I now have my money at just 4 different financial institutions instead of 9, and I only have money in a few different index funds. It's just so much simpler. It's actually making more growth too, but that's partly because I'm now 60% stocks. When I first retired, I was only 43% stocks. It took me a while to get comfortable enough to be a little aggressive. You can treat your portfolio like a paycheck. You can set up regular transfers. Here's what it looks like on my IRA. Instead of choosing one time, I can choose recurring. With my IRA, I have to fill out a form if I want recurring, but then I could set it and forget it. Monthly works well for many people. Money moves automatically from investments or cash reserves into your checking account. I haven't set this up yet, but I probably will eventually. The first few years of retirement, I wanted to be really hands-on. I was worried about sequence of returns risk and just not sure how things would go. I've slowly rolled things over, reallocated, and gotten comfortable. Currently, I watch the market and pull money monthly for living expenses. If the market is up, I can pull from investments. If it's down, I can pull from my cash reserves. After watching my accounts continue to grow for over 2 years in retirement, even after withdrawing money every month, I'm no longer worried about running out of money. Eventually, maybe in a couple years, I will probably set things up to be a little more automatic. Then I can stop checking things frequently. Instead, you can choose specific review days. Maybe once a quarter, maybe twice a year, maybe just annually, whatever works for you. Currently, I'm reviewing once a month, but eventually, I want to move to maybe just once a quarter. I do actually enjoy the math, but it does take a lot of time. On your review days, you can review your spending, investment allocations, cash reserves, Roth conversion opportunities, and tax planning. Then you can leave it alone until the next review. Many retirees follow a simple strategy using a handful of diversified index funds and spend only a few hours each year rebalancing their accounts. I'm not quite there yet, but I hope to be there someday. There's another reason I like simplifying. None of us know what our future health will be like. None of us know how sharp our decision-making abilities will be 20 years from now. A retirement plan that requires constant monitoring may work fine today, but will it work when you're 85 or 90? The best retirement plan isn't necessarily the most sophisticated. It's the one that continues working when life becomes complicated. The biggest benefit of simplifying isn't financial, it's actually emotional. You spend less time worrying, less time checking balances, less time wondering if you're making a mistake, and more time just living your life. Retirement finance doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the best retirement plans can sometimes be the simplest ones. Automate your income, maintain a cash buffer, keep investments simple, schedule withdrawals, review periodically, then get back to enjoying retirement, because the goal isn't to become a full-time portfolio manager. The goal is to build a retirement system that does its job in the background while you focus on living your life. As always, please remember that I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. What about you? How complicated are your retirement finances? Or do you use an advisor? What has your experience been? If you want to share, feel free to leave a comment. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in retiring early, consider subscribing. I'm going to leave you with a quote by Bruce Lee. Simplicity is the key to brilliance. Hope to see you again soon.